Hey everybody, it's Dave from Dragonstorm, and I bring to you a special today. This is a Rivals of Ixalan pre-release pack. My local game store was selling a couple of these unopened. They were left over from the pre-release about 3 weeks ago, I guess now, and for a pretty decent price, $24 Canadian plus tax, and that's a pretty far cry from what you normally pay for it. So he was trying to get rid of stock, but we get a bit of a nice surprise. I love pre-releases. They used to be my favorite, but since I started drafting this past summer, the draft has become my new #1 favorite source of magic or format. But I still have a fondness for pre-release. I've been doing them since Dragons of Tarkir. Only going to the stores like once every 3-4 months when a new pre-release pack came out. So fond memories. Let's see what we get. So generally speaking, in a second set, what am I doing here? Second set like this, you get 4 packs of the new set, which is Rivals of Ixalan, and 2 packs of the old set, which was the regular Ixalan. And it comes in this funky box. Kind of for like a treasure chest motif, but the treasure map is pretty cool as well. Inside, you're going to get a spin down counter. We get our red one here with the Rivals symbol. Very cool. And of course, the packs are really neat. I'm going to open it backwards just so you can't see the promo yet, because you do also get a promo card with it, which is stamped with the date. And it comes with a bit of a guide as to how to play in a pre-release event. And I like the fact that they do say somewhere in here, there it is, ask for advice, because people are really friendly, at least at my local game store, and hopefully yours is too. And if you ever felt like you wanted to do one of these pre-releases, I highly recommend it. It got me into regularly attending my own LGS or local game store, and it gives you some pretty good advice too. 40 cards in a deck. You want about 17 lands. They say 17 to 18, but I think 17 is fine. 15 to 18 creatures. I think 15 is good. And 5 to 8 non-creature spells. And that will depend apparently on your what you pull. So pretty cool. Got a nice theme to it. There's a divider. Our promo is oh god. Okay. Yeah, Ixalan Primal Storm. This is my second Elder Dinosaur. He is a 6/6 for generic and 2 red legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur. Whenever Ixalan Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Then you may cast any number of non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Yeah, dinosaur deck. Okay, very cool. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit thrilled by that, and it's super shiny, and it's got the foil stamp. You can see it says January 13th to 14th, which, god, that's like 3 weeks ago now. My goodness, how time flies. So I normally open the Rivals packs first. I don't think it really matters, but what you want to try and do, I think anyways, is to separate the cards into their different color types, and that gives you a real sense of what kind of card pool you have to work from. So I'll kind of do that. I tend to organize my cards based on the color itself. Islands, blue; mountains, red, so it's alphabetized. White, which is plains; green, which is forests; and black, which is swamp. And then I'll have a pile for artifacts, which are separate, and kind of just go through them. This gives you a sense of what kind of cards you have. I don't worry about the uncommons, but I do... Oh, hello. I do pay attention to the rares, and in this case, mythic cards. There's the City's Blessing, which is beautiful. But wow, I can't believe how good this is so far. So I'm just going to put those... Look at that background. See, I've seen this card before, but it looks way better live. I hope you can really get a sense of the majesty, especially that background with the mist and the purple sky. Yeah. Okay, Trapjaw Tyrant. He is a 3 generic and 2 white cost 5/5 creature dinosaur with enrage. Whenever Trapjaw Tyrant is dealt damage, exile target creature and opponent controls until Trapjaw Tyrant leaves the battlefield. So although I'm not necessarily, I guess like handcuffed to my rares and mythics, they do tend to be very bomby. Not always, but usually. I try and keep them in mind. But I also take care to notice things like removal. Removal is key in any format in general, but limited in particular, I think. So that's always good. Mutiny is a pretty neat card for that. Water Knot will lock down an opponent's creature. Blazing Hope, Mausoleum Harpy. That's a really cool looking card. It's worked out for me in the past. Majestic Heliopterist. Haven't used that one yet. Looking forward to it. Oh my god. Okay, and here's Angrath the Flame Chained. I just made a video a couple of days ago on the Planeswalker deck version of this. I haven't even seen this card yet. Angrath the Flame Chained, who is a 3 generic, 1 black, 1 red mana cost legendary Planeswalker Angrath. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. This is a +1. -3, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step if it has a converted mana cost of 3 or less. Okay, that's pretty sweet. And the -8, he comes in with 4. The -8 is each opponent loses life equal to the number of cards in his or her graveyard. So that +1, the -8 synergize nicely. Yeah. Yeah. My gosh. Okay. So far, this has been a win. I don't really know the value of those cards at the moment. They are probably not too terribly high, but 2 mythics and 2 packs, I don't know if we can top that. Wishful thinking. So let's keep going with our plan here. I'm not going to be distracted by the good cards that we've drawn so far. I'm heavily distracted by the good cards we've drawn so far. P.S. Dark Inquiry, Forsaken Sanctuary, so lands I'll keep separate as well. Ravenous Chupacabra. He is generally known as the mythic uncommon of the set. Very powerful. 2 black and 2 generic for a 2/2 creature beast horror at uncommon. When Ravenous Chupacabra enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls. It's basically a removal on a body, which is amazing. Got some nice cards. The Temple Altasaur, so a white dinosaur. That's interesting. Okay, doing quite well. Lots of good white cards so far, but again, we'll see how things pan out. What I'll probably do is either splice 2 videos together or just make 2 separate ones, one for this opening and then one where I actually have a deck which I've made from these cards, and that way you don't have to watch this, like the process. I'll explain it as I'm showing off the deck, I suppose, but I'm not going to make you watch my thought process, because my thought process tends to be very scatterbrained. There's a Bombar, which is a nice removal. Like to get a couple more nice removals here and there. So uncommon, Strength of the Pack. Deadeye Brawler, very nice there. 2/4 Death Touch. Gold card, which is excellent. That's our first gold card, actually. I'm going to put that one just over here. Crested Herd Caller, nice dinosaur. And our rare is a World Shaper. Very cool. I'm not sure if that's good for limited, but interesting card nonetheless. Okay, we're going to our Ixalan packs, our regular Ixalan here. Let's see what we pull from these. I haven't opened an Ixalan pack in a while now, so I have to kind of take these a bit more slowly as I try and figure out what I'm doing with these. I can't believe that pre-release was over 3 weeks ago. Time has gone by so very quickly in the meantime. Right, there's our commons. Works out there. Uncommons include Favorable Winds. Good for a Flyers deck. Kite, a Sail Freebooter. Nice black card pirate there. Raging Swordtooth. That could make... Oh, wow. And a Hostage Taker. I don't even know. Oh, this has been a really, really good pre-release pack. I think I've got my money's worth already. I think Hostage Taker went down in price a little bit recently, but it doesn't matter. It's just such a good card, and it's got a neat flavor to it as well. Okay, let's see. Divide these guys up. Queen's Commission. Haven't seen a lot of vampires. Not no good ones anyways. Or merfolk for that matter. But we'll see what we end up with here and kind of take the best of what we can get. There's an Unfriendly Fire. That's pretty nice. That's really not much of a limited card. Sheltering Light. Neat combat trick. Lurching Chupacabra, the younger brother of the Ravenous Chupacabra. Did I Quartermaster? If we got any good artifacts, which I don't think we did. Gilded Sentry and a Gleaming Barrier. Not really worth going for there. And, ooh, a Conqueror's, that might be worth going for. A Conqueror's Galleon. It's a 2/10 for 4 artifact vehicle. When Conqueror's Galleon attacks, exile it at the end of combat, then return to the battlefield transformed under your control. And it becomes Conqueror's Foothold. It's a land. It can tap for a generic mana, or sorry, a colorless mana. It can tap and pay 2 to draw a card, then discard a card. It can tap 4 to tap and draw a card. Tap 6 and tap to return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's quite nice. Pirate token to go with that as well. There's no land when you get one of these check cards. Okay, so that was the pool to draw from. So I'll post this video and then see what I can do with making a deck out of what I came up with. Hope you enjoyed that part of the video, and if you remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed it, that'd be awesome. If you don't, then please leave a comment so why maybe I could improve my content. I'd love to know your thoughts. Have a fantastic day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.